Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are cleaning out my closet, which I know we did recently, and that video is still up on my channel. That was in 2020, I think, so it's been a little while. And so I know it hasn't been that long since I've done this, but there's a lot of stuff that I should have gotten rid of in that video that I didn't. And so that's part of why we're here today, and also because my style has kind of been lacking. And what I mean by that is, in college I worked full-time and went to school full-time, so I pretty much wore leggings and hoodies everywhere, and the only time I was really dressing up and putting outfits on was for my blog, is I was taking photos in those clothes, and then they would kind of just sit in my closet unless I was like going out to eat or something with friends. But for the most part I was leggings and a hoodie or jeans and a hoodie, and that's about it. I was just so tired all the time, on top of having like health issues. I was working, going to school, and it was just a mess. So part of this video is also, you know, I'm getting rid of the stuff that I never really liked in the first place, but maybe thought I should, or I've just kind of passed the need for them and it's just not my vibe anymore, whatever it is. And I'm really trying to hone in on my style. I've made that comment a couple of times, either in TikTok and social media or on YouTube, and I kind of want to do a video to really show that that's what I'm trying to do. So we're cleaning it out. I had listed some things on my Poshmark not too long ago, like maybe a couple weeks ago, and selling things on Poshmark and Depop is really so hard unless you have a really massive following, and I don't. So I'm gonna clean out, and then I think I'm gonna take it. We have like a little Buffalo Exchange thing here that I think I'm gonna take it to and see if I can sell back some stuff that way, and then if not, I will be donating them to like a local women's shelter, I'm thinking. So that's plan number one. And then while I'm cleaning things out, I kind of wanted to go over my plan for style moving forward. If you haven't already, go ahead and like this video, subscribe, turn on your notifications, do all the things. I'm thinking that from this video forward, I'm going to be uploading on Sundays instead of Fridays, just because I seem to get better engagement and whatnot on Sundays, and so I want to keep that moving. If it ends up not working, we'll switch back to Fridays, but for now, Sundays. Also, I would just like to apologize in advance for the lighting. Not only is it kind of cloudy and rainy outside today, so there's very bad natural light. The lighting in this room in general is terrible, so I have the light on and I have my ring light on, but the light's going to be a little bit funky. I apologize for that. Okay. So, this is my closet. There's already a couple of things that I've grabbed that I had listed previously to get rid of, and I have those that I'm just going to take off hangers and put. I've got a trash bag here. And then other things that maybe I didn't think I was going to be able to sell, I'm also going to grab and take out, and also kind of organize this a little bit. This is by no means a perfect system, and I'm not working off of a perfect system, but I'm just trying to get rid of the things that I haven't worn in forever, don't really fit me anymore. I have gained some weight during COVID, as most of us did, and it just doesn't fit anymore, and I don't want to have to feel like I'm squeezing into things. And then two, by doing this, I can kind of go through, make a list of like, okay, well, what do I need? What am I missing? I do have several lists like in carts and things on various websites, and I'm thinking what I'm going to try and do is like, I'll post in the description box, I'll post my Pinterest board of kind of my fashion ideas, and then maybe like one or two lists. So even though like I'm going to try and explain what the style I'm going towards, at least that way too you'll be able to see a little bit better specifically what I'm trying to do, you know? Let's start with the things I already knew I was gonna get rid of. These are for an upcoming brand partner I'm working with. Alright, so these are just some tops that I had, just some t-shirts that I just don't wear anymore. So like some of this stuff when I got it, I really liked it. Like this, I loved it and I wore it quite a few times. Same with this one. This one, I didn't wear it as much, but I did really like it when I got it. Same. But then there's like this one where I liked it and I was really trying to be kind of like, I don't know, like edgy at the time. And so I got this, but then really didn't end up wearing it very much because it just really was not my vibe. This one, I loved this sweater for such a long time and I wore it a lot. It's still in good condition because I tend to invest in more expensive clothing and wear it for quite a long time. And so I always take care of it really well, or even if it's not that expensive, I still always just am very careful. I'm not a wealthy person, so I don't want to buy clothes all the time and just waste money on things because things fall apart. But also it's better for the environment if I'm not constantly washing clothes, if I'm not using the dryer every time I do laundry, and if I just take care of them, because then it's less that's ending up in a landfill. Unfortunately, the way that a lot of things are, it's hard to avoid clothes ending up in a landfill, but there's a lot of steps you can take to really minimize it. And one of those things is just taking care of the pieces that you own. Even if you got it for $5 at H&M, take care of it. Wash it on a delicate cycle. Don't wash it every time you wear it unless you spill something or whatever. And air dry. Just air dry as much as you can. Pretty much the only clothes that I put in the dryer are like pajamas, socks, underwear, things like that. Everything else I air dry because it's nicer on your clothes and it's nicer to the environment. See, this is an example of I bought it to fit a certain style I had in mind for myself and then wore it once, maybe twice because I shot in it once and I wore it to work once and then that was it. So it's not that this is a not cute top. I just got it because I had kind of come full circle to the realization like, yes, I do like dressing a little bit more girly and feminine. I like having my like relaxed elements as well. But you know, I like being kind of girly, and so I was like, we're just gonna lean hard into that, and that's how I ended up with this top. And it just really is not my thing at all. This was kind of another one of those. I really like this, and it's not that it's not cute, but it honestly just never really fit me quite right. And every time I looked into getting it altered, it was going to cost more than I paid for it to get it altered. And it's just not the type of budget I have right now. But as you can see, it's very cute. It's a jumpsuit. It's very comfortable, very casual or dressy. You can kind of do both. I took my grad photos in it and they looked great, but I was always worried that like my boob was gonna pop out and I had to wear heels because I was too short to wear it without, because then they drug on the ground and it was just kind of a whole thing. So I think it's time that we just say goodbye to this one. This one I actually am really bummed about because I love this color and it's a very cute little romper. But again, it doesn't have the adjustable straps, and I've come to realize that's something I really need, but it's cute, but it never fit quite right. And unfortunately, I got this on sale, so then once I got it and tried it on, it just didn't fit right and I could not send it back. So again, I made it work so I could shoot in it, and the photos turned out really well, but pretty much the entire shoot day I was worried I was gonna, again, pop a boob out. And this also was too short for how long my torso is. And so whenever I would sit down, it came up really high and it was kind of a problem. So again, we're just gonna have to say goodbye to this one. So I love these shorts. I didn't really wear them much last summer, but I got tops on clearance at the end of last summer that I think will look really cute with these. So these ones are gonna get one more summer season, and if I still just end up don't wearing them that much, then we will get rid of them. But I had this one top that I got with these that I really liked, and then it got ruined. It just kind of, that's not important. It got ruined and I had to get rid of it. And then I just wasn't sure how to wear these. But I think I got some tops that are ended up looking great. And I'm going to give this one more summer before I fully write these guys off. I didn't have any plain white shirts, and now I somehow have ended up with so many. Some of this too is like the cons of working in retail, because they tell you you need to wear our clothes. That's why we give you a discount, so you can buy our clothes and wear them when you work here. And okay, but I was getting paid minimum wage at all these places, and the discount wasn't that great. So I ended up with a bunch of like these types of tops, right? Where they're cute and little and like, and I actually don't hate this one. This one's very cute. I just need, half the battle here is I need new jeans, because none of my jeans really fit. Like even these really don't fit. They're supposed to sit much higher waisted, and I have to suck in the whole time I'm wearing them, which is a pain. But like if I got cute high-waisted jeans that fit, this would be great. You know? So I don't know, maybe I'll hold off on that one. This color always looked bad on me, and I don't know why I got it in the first place. I keep keeping this top because it is a good like business top if I needed it for like an interview or something, but I haven't worn it since 2016. Maybe it's time to finally just give up on the idea that I'm gonna ever wear this.
Oh, I was doing research on more stories. It sounded familiar, but there are several, like I would have remembered. Yeah. Because that's just so twisted and weird and like such a bummer. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm a faith-based person, that I'm going to judge these other people, or that I somehow have the right to make up stories about people I don't even know. Right.
Little kitten helper. You cleaning out the closet?
Episode was engineered and mixed by Stephen Ray Morris. Our researchers are Jay Elias and Haley Gray. Email your hometowns and URAs to myfavoriteburger@gmail.com.
Okay, so I reorganized this top part. So sweatshirts and then my sweaters. I had everything piled like so high and I couldn't reach anything because I am short. So I got rid of, there's a couple sweatshirts that I got rid of, some that I just put into my pajama drawer because they were just a little too worn out to keep wearing into public, but I didn't want to get rid of them, you know? So I moved some of those to my pajamas, and then made this easier for me to grab stuff and then to keep clean, because I can reach the top without having to stand on my toes. So that'll be just a little bit easier to get. And then I just kind of reorganized. I've got like sweaters that I hang up, like cardigans or whatever, a flannel, my jackets, and then these are all like long sleeves, and then kind of just organized then as we went. And then all my dresses and skirts and stuff are down here, and then just kind of, there's some of these like things I have to hang with the clip hangers are right here, and then just everything's easier to grab. There are some shoes. I need to go through my shoes and kind of deal with that, but I just don't think that's today. Especially since the place I'm taking things to sell said that they do not accept shoes for buyback. So they only accept shoe donations. And I don't know, it just seemed a little bit weird. So I need to go through my shoes later and deal with that later. Probably when I move, because my shoes don't take up as much room. I also put some stuff into pajama zone, like this top was hanging up in there. I added a sweatshirt to this drawer, just some things like that I didn't really want to get rid of, but maybe are not quite up to par with wearing out in public anymore. Not too crazy, but just kind of got it down a little bit. And then also cleaned out all these hangers. These were just excess hangers that were left. There we go. This is the bag of clothes that I am getting rid of. I managed to fit it all in there. I do have a bag and a pair of sunglasses I am also getting rid of, but I don't want to just set them in there. Like, especially the bag my mom might take, and then the sunglasses, I don't want them to just sit in there, so I'll just take those separately and give those to them. But that's kind of it for the clean out portion. And now I kind of want to take you through my thoughts on my style kind of moving forward. The most basic way I can kind of think to explain the style that I want moving forward is kind of, gonna sound stupid, but kind of like bohemian and relaxed, but with like slight moments of edge. And the best way I can think of to describe this kind of overall style is like that cool girl, too cool to care, casual kind of thing. And that's kind of the vibe that I'm going for. And unfortunately, that's not necessarily trendy right now. A lot of Y2K is still very popular, so it's been a little tricky to kind of find things I actually like. But there are moments of it, right, that I can kind of play with, especially since the 90s are still really in style, and the kind of tiny dress, jacket type of a thing, which I really love. But I also am going to be moving more towards pieces that I will be able to wear longer and just keep longer. So I feel like a lot of teenage years are very much trendy, right? You're kind of trying to figure out your style, you're trying to figure out what you like, what you don't like. So there's a lot of like trendiness happening, which is fine. You know, you gotta figure out what you like. And some people do end up staying that way, where they basically like their sense of style is kind of following the trends and maybe putting their own spin on the trends, but it's staying very much on those beats. And that's never really been my thing. And even in high school, I was very much not that person, and I tried to be so that I fit in, but it wasn't really my vibe, and it still isn't. As always, there's always going to be trends that come through that I like, and I will continue to like add those, but I want to build a pretty good wardrobe off of things that I like and I'm gonna like for a long time and I can wear for a long time. So this shirt is actually one of those things. I love a good button up. I love a good like linen or linen blend moment. It's so comfortable. I could tuck it in a little bit. I could dress it up, dress it down. I could toss it over a dress. I could unbutton it that way and wear it like that. I could tie it up. You know, it's very versatile. So I need to get a white one. I can just have a little more versatility that way. And then I really do like the midi skirt. It looks good on my body type, which I really like. But I also like the mini skirt, which again also looks good. I need very much either like short or below the knees, kind of. It works well for me. I also have this dress I love. It's a good color, it's a good length, it's comfortable, it's much more of a casual kind of sundress moment, but I really do like it. It's very soft. So I do have a lot of that, where it's like the comfy sundress, but then I also have like this, which I actually have only got to wear once because it's an Australian brand, and therefore summer for them is winter for us and vice versa. So this came out in December, I believe, and it's only March. So still looking forward to it, and this is honestly such a moment for the type of wardrobe I want to create. It's very, very simple and casual, especially from the front, and then when you turn around, you've got such a beautiful open back. And it is knit, so it's gonna be a little tricky to take care of, but I just love it and think it's gonna look so good this summer. And that's kind of honestly one thing that I'm building my wardrobe off of, is things that are like that, where they're simple, they're easy to style with a bunch of different things, but maybe they have like the backless moment, or they have something on the sides, things like that, so that they're not just a basic white dress. It's got a little something extra. And that's really kind of what I'm going for. And honestly, my dresses are very much like that. The only thing I'm really needing dresses wise is like a little black dress. And I have my eye on one that I think is gonna be perfect, that I can kind of dress up or down. And then tops wise, I need to add a few more like blouses or top tops as opposed to just like t-shirts. I think I'm fairly good on t-shirts. I do love a good graphic tee, and I've definitely made that a thing and made that happen. But I do need, and I also have like, you know, basics, whatever, but I do need more tops kind of along this line, right? Where I will be like, I love this thing with like denim in the summer especially, but I have a cute pair of like green pants that I wear this with too that are like paper bag, like kind of high-waisted pants. And I need more tops like this where when I wear them with jeans or basic bottoms or something of that nature, it just is, it's a little something extra, right? And then a cute pair of shoes and it's a whole outfit. And that's also what I'm looking for. I love this top. This one's kind of another one of those moments. It's cute, short. This one you couldn't really do in a professional way, but again, the right pants or skirt in the summertime, like it's just cute, it's casual, but it looks good. This whole top by itself and then a pair of jeans or something is a moment. I did get this for Christmas. I haven't shot it yet, but I do love this. It is the perfect mint blazer. Blazers are almost always in style. They kind of come and go with like how people end up wearing them. In high school, when I was in high school, which was 2010 to 2014, blazers were very in, and it was not in a positive way. And you know, they kind of had that moment, and then they've come back into more of the oversized look with a mini dress, or even just casually with like a t-shirt and jeans, and this is the perfect blazer for that. I do want to get another blazer either in a simple plaid or black, so there's just a little bit more versatility there. Luckily, I do love color, and I wear a lot of color. Today is not a good example of that. And I love greens, and so this kind of mint is gonna go with things in my wardrobe, or it's gonna be the statement over like a black mini dress, something like that. Love this, and this is something that I'm also kind of basing future style around. I have shot this and filmed in this, so people have definitely seen me with this guy. This is also from that same Australian brand, 1 Mile, and I've been really into sets. And that sounds dumb, but I was really against them kind of in 2016 when they really started to pop off. But I really see how comfortable and casual and easy they are. Not a ton, right? You can't just only wear sets or only own sets, like that would just be dumb. But even little things like this where it's like the bralette and the sweater, I can wear, well, not as much the bralette by itself, but the sweater by itself, definitely. I've worn this a bunch of times with a bunch of different things. This will be cute. Again, nice high-waisted denim. This, put this over it, it can be kind of open. You could even do this with maybe like a leather jacket over your shoulders if you're going for more of a going out type of a look. But again, it's very casual. It's easy to switch around and kind of do different things with. And that is one thing I like about sets. I do have a couple, and some of the things I will link down below so you can kind of see them. But they're all pieces that, like, if I didn't wear them together, I could wear the bottoms with a bunch of different tops. I could wear the top with a bunch of different bottoms. And moving forward, that's also really what I'm looking for. I want a lot of pieces that I can mix and match. So even though I love the funkiness and the colorful, I want to have a good, healthy mixture of that and basics so that I'm constantly having options that I can kind of mix and match. So that is it for today. Like I said before, I will have linked some of the shopping carts and things that I've been looking at. I'll link that down below. I will link my like Revolve favorites. I will also be linking my Pinterest so you can kind of see some of the other things that I've been pinning and things that I'm thinking about. But it really does just kind of boil down to having a good mix of all those kind of colorful, funky, unique pieces with the basics, so I have an endless amount of mixing and matching that I can do. While I was setting my camera up, I was also thinking kind of the stores that I've been looking at, and a lot of stores I've really like. Free People, Revolve obviously, and then things like Reformation. I love pulling from these places, especially things like Free People and Revolve. They have a lot of options. You can get the less expensive items that are still high quality, you can get the colorful funky, you can get all the basics and kind of all the different vibes you're looking to have. So you can be a little bit more expansive and just kind of shop from one place, which definitely makes it easy. I also really love this brand called 1 Mile. I've talked about them before. I've shot them on my blog a million times. They make that orange sweater set that I showed you, as well as that white dress. I have a few sweatshirts from them as well, and a pair of like comfy shorts from them. They're super comfy, they're really well made, and they're honestly not that expensive. The most expensive part is there in Australia, and I'm in the US, so there's pretty expensive shipping to get over here. They don't price per item for shipping like some other overseas brands do. They just price one flat rate of shipping for wherever it's going. So you could put 100 things in your cart and still only pay that flat rate for shipping, which is nice. And I love their things. I have a couple of things on my eye on from them right now. There's this really cute kind of, not really olive green, but it's this really pretty deep green set that I love, that I really would love to get. A little bit of jewelry from them, as well as a pair of sunglasses, right? There's just kind of always these random things from them that I love. So I will always link them as much as possible. I am in the market too for a few new pairs of shoes. I need some white sandals, and I need a new pair of black Converse. Mine I have had for so many years at this point, and it's time to just get a new pair. So little things like that, and I will keep you all updated as I move forward. So definitely make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I've been having fun on TikTok. I'm still pretty small, but it's exciting, it's fun. It's a lot less perfect and needing to be curated like Instagram is, which I love. So make sure you follow me on those platforms as I just post there more often. It's easier to see updates and things in real time. Yep, that is it for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!